Put this on your favorite player, and whenever he has takeover, if you run at the defender's hip, you'll get an automatic blow by every time.
And a peek into the locker room. Players soaking in the last few moments before the game. Some final preparations here. Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. Now let's check out the starters for Brooklyn. They've got D'Angelo Russell. Johnson is out there with MP. Then it's Cam Thomas. And it's Sharp in at the center position. And for Boston, the two J's, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 down low. And in the front end of the back-to-back. What's important?
Well, BA, most coaches treat this one like a regular game. Try to win. Don't worry about minutes. Tomorrow, they may adjust the rotations a bit.
The drive by Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
Don't sleep on Jason Tatum's athleticism. This guy attacks the basket with ferocity.
Russell to pass to MP. That shot's good. Russell making the play.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Outside, Brown. From 13. And that one drops.
Sweet little mid-range from Jaylen Brown. That three-level scoring coming into play.
From deep, MP. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Here's White. A really disappointing game for him in that loss to Golden State. Holiday passes to Porzingis. Good D by Sharp. Brooklyn has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Thanks. Well, the Celtics won their 18th championship in 2024, the most of any franchise in the NBA, and with multiple extensions this summer, securing their core moving forward. Boston has made huge financial commitments to compete for championships every single year.
Not a team to be taken lightly. All right, Shams, thank you for the report. The Celtics have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's Tatum. The rebound by the Nets.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Here's Russell. And he buries his first look.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
Boston on offense. 6-point game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
It was, frankly, embarrassing. I was shocked by their disorganization, and I think they were too.
Well, frankly, they should be shocked. I mean, that kind of effort simply won't cut it in today's NBA. Let's see if they take any lessons from it.
And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for Boston. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Brooklyn this season.
Last year shows that having a better overall record doesn't mean you're going to dominate the lesser opponents.
Again, the miss by Boston.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
It's Thomas on the wing. And here's MP from outside. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
And Boston calls time here.
And with the offense reeling, coach has to get these guys on the same page.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Horford, he's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Hauser comes in for White. And Pritchard is subbed in for Drew Holiday. Nick Claxton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Watford comes in for Johnson.
Well, you see the effectiveness of Jason Tatum in close. Don't sleep on both his strength and his length.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Celtics trail by 12. A minute 50 left in the first quarter here. Pass to Hauser. 4-3. Brooklyn pulls it in. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
It was textbook rim protection in that game, taking real pride in shutting down the other team.
It was obvious. They pressured that team from the outset every trip down the floor. That will wear an opponent down over time.
The kick to Tatum. And here's Brown. Thomas defends. Hauser can't get it to go. Nets leading by 12. Doris, someone who plays within himself. Nick Claxton knows what his team wants from him.
There's real value in a player understanding his role, and that's Nick Claxton. Sprint the floor, rebound, rim protect. He knows who he is and what puts him on the floor.
To the wing, right side. For three. Gets the three ball to go.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
Russell, the pass to MP. Let's go with a three. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
To the middle. Here's Pritchard, guarded by Russell. Pritchard, no good. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. And he ends up going with a new group for Brooklyn. Here's Johnson. Johnson passes to MP with the 7-footer. And that one's long.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
On the floor for the Nets, we've got Sharp. Johnson is out there with Cameron Thomas. Then there's Johnson, and it's MP in at the 3. And so MP will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Cleveland, where they'll face the Cavaliers. That'll be their 2nd of 3 games total on this road trip.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Johnson against Holiday. Pass to Hauser. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts one up from 19. Nice start for him. Making his first shot.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Doris, it's interesting, but the Nets franchise has never won an NBA championship.
That's absolutely correct, because their titles came before the merger. Now, since they've joined this league, they did win the finals for a couple of times. Had Jason Kidd, who was the driver of success, but no championship in this modern era.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. Holiday looking for an opening. Pass to Horford. Jacks up a 3. Brooklyn pulls it in.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
And here's MP from outside. And the Nets, another 3.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. D'Angelo Russell, he's checking for Brooklyn.
D'Angelo Russell.
There's a minute 47 left in the second. Hauser, that's good.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Ooh, that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Boston ball.
A look now at the leaderboard to see which teams had the toughest defenses this past season. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
A minute and a half left to play in the first half. Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, BA. And in a 7-game series, defenses disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano a mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
He drops it from range.
And talk about back. He hits the revenge triple.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire, a little bit of pride at stake.
And Boston calls time here. While the Nets are still feeling the ramifications of trading for James Harden.
Well, BA, consider in that trade they gave away Jared Allen, Karis LeVert, and four first-round picks for a total of just 80 games played for James Harden. The reverberations are still being felt.
Got a line change here for Boston. Brown against Williams. Shot clock at 6. Brown, no good.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Here's MP. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Celtics trail by 19. Right side Tatum. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Keita. The rebound by the Nets. MP with it. He picked up 36 points in their last win against Memphis.
You know what else impressed me? How infectious his tenacity was. Simply a wrecking ball on the boards, collected huge amounts of rebounds.
Ooh, an aggressive move. Takes it strong, and there's no help defensively.
Here's Tatum. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the
The Celtics, 27. The Nets, 48.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Brooklyn leading by 21. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Boston 5.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
And it's MP with a rebound. MP's got 5 rebounds tonight. Lays it up and banks it in. MP's got 39.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
Thomas against White. Brooklyn with the board. Sharp's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
The drive by MP. Oh, wow!
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Can.
Coming out stone cold here. Sometimes the break will do that to you.
And the Celtics, far and away the best record in the NBA last season, Grant.
Well, they rode that momentum into the playoffs, capturing the franchise's 18th championship, passing the Lakers for the most of any team in the association.
That free throw good from Sharp. Well, Grant, with this new media deal, more broadcasters for the NBA.
You're right, B.A., and the league benefits economically. Hopefully, more innovation on the broadcast side, too, and a chance to even reach new fans as well.
White against Thomas. Pass to Brown. Can they get it? Rebounded by the Nets. Sharp's got rebound number 7 tonight.
Bad offense to begin the second half. 4 misses right off the bat.
Here's MP. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. MP's got 43 points.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Brown finds White. Back to Brown. Launches it. Russell with the rebound.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Again, Brown missing.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, "It sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling." Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. Of course, it's hard to pick one, but Derek White is in the running for best defensive guard.
It's so true, and what Derek White does perhaps better than any other guard is block shots. When we talk about top on-ball defenders, he's also on that list. You want to talk about somebody who can get in the passing lane and be disruptive, he's on that list. Truly can do it all.
Brown can't hit.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
MP way outside. And the three off target. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for Boston. Here's Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
Well, off the dribble, Jason Tatum continues to perfect multiple options in his arsenal.
MP looking around. And he lays it up and in. MP's got 54 points.
You know, they continue to feed him the ball, and he keeps delivering. The leading scorer in this one.
So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Cornette's checked in for Porzingis. Horford comes in for Tatum. Hauser, he's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Pritchard is subbed in for White. Here's Holiday from the arc. Claxton with a rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
MP against Holiday. And there it is for him. MP's got 56 in the game.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Here's Pritchard. Melton covers. Pass to Horford. Over Claxton. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair.
The Nets, 72.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
So it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was in enemy territory. They controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.
Have you ever noticed logos above certain My Players in the city?
It's Saturday night and live on 2K Sports. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. D'Angelo Russell out there with Cam Thomas. Then it's Sharp. Then there's Cam Johnson. And it's Simon in at the 3 spot. And for the Cavaliers, a lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Hunter in at the small forward position. He'll be the Nets off the tip. Greg, is a player, how long does the excitement of a new season last?
I'd say it starts to wear off right about now. You got to start bringing your own motivation to every game, and you need to provide your own energy.
Allen. And no good. But close in that one, so he'll shoot 2.
A pure 5. Jared Allen isn't trying to shoot a bunch of threes. He plays down low. He rebounds, protects the paint. He is a rare breed.
And Allen drops them both. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road.
Garland, the pass to Allen. He kicks it to Hunter. It's up a 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season.
The game is the first of a 3-game season series for these clubs, both looking to take round 1.
Whoever wins here immediately gets the edge in the season series, so I expect to see both teams with intensity.
And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
Well, they do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
Now, here's Sharp. Now, here's MP. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Boy, did he burrow his way in there, and the D just sort of backed off.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Russell against Garland. Cleveland moving the ball around. He was all alone on that one.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
Thomas finds MP. For the 3. It's good from long range. MP's got 8.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Garland, the pass to Allen. Pass to Hunter. Launches it. The rebound by Sharp.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Simon, solid play in the low block, and that one's good. 10 points for him.
He's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
They get a hand on it, and stolen by MP. That's another one for him, his 5th in just 7 shots.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Outside Garland. And nothing is falling for him right now. Nets leading by 4. MP left side.
2 minutes remaining.
And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here's Garland. Last game he had 12. Knocked away and stolen by NP. From past the arc, and again, Brooklyn with the triple.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Following some ups and downs, Richard, the Brooklyn Nets, and you know this, they're back in rebuild mode.
Yes, unfortunately they are, but fans shouldn't let the word rebuild discourage them. The Nets still have a ton of solid pieces, and it's just a question of making smart moves from here on out.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Tyson's checked in. Okoro comes in for Hunter. Max Strus is checked in for Mitchell. And it's Ty Jerome in for Garland. And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Sharp. Trendon Watford comes in for Johnson. Williams is checked in for Cameron Thomas. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for D'Angelo Russell. Nets leading by 9. And a wide open look for MP. Again, the Nets for 2.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And there's the pass to Okoro. There's 57 seconds left to play here in the first. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. And here's MP for 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Cavaliers have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Here's Tyson. Loads it up there for Mobley. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Yeah, and Mobley's teammates love throwing lobs his way. Why? Because he catches pretty much anything you throw up there.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And that one's good. MP.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Kicks it to Okoro. Here's Tyson, covered by Watford. The shot no good. Tyson. Williams for 3, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the... And glad to have you.
No.
Now for Cleveland. Evan Mobley's checked in for Allen. And it's Javonte Green in for Max Strus. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn.
Act like he did something.
Mobley kicks to Garland. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Nets.
GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
It's so deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that 3. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his look.
A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. Green is up there with Evan Mobley. And it's Hunter in at the 3. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Here's Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
So prolific. Mitchell's a guy who can put up 50, 60, and he's even proven to put up 70. Sheesh.
Sharp, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nets lead by 21.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Die line.
Mobley dishes to Green. In the corner, it's Hunter. Plenty of space. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Hunter's got 5 points so far. Nets leading by 19. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Simon, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
And man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
To the inside. Here's Hunter. That one doesn't drop. Good defense by MP.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him. They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
From 10 feet out, and it's sent back by Russell. Here's Simon. Hunter with some nice defense. Cavaliers have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Green. Rebounded by the Nets. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Count it.
And the D just a step slow reacting to the step back.
With 1 on the clock. And so it's Brooklyn holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. The 3-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blow.
Justina got Justina. I'll share it.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got D'Angelo Russell. Sharp out there with Johnson. Then there's Cam Thomas. And it's Simon, and at the 3, the small forward.
I already know
the hopes of a super team in Brooklyn did not come to fruition at all, Richard. And you saw it firsthand.
Thank you for reminding me of that, Kevin. Yes, I had a front row view to it. And look, from a fan's perspective, it's a tough take. The team brings in some of the biggest stars this league has ever seen. You are thinking championship, and you never got it. Mobley. Easy for the big man, Allen, to get up and throw it down.
Johnson against Mobley. And here's MP for 3. And the Nets, another 3.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Mitchell looking it over. Mobley trying to free himself up, and he's able to get it back. Second shot opportunity. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Knocked loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession.
Looking here at some numbers for Darius Garland. A very nice season for him last year. He averaged 18 points a game, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you look at those numbers, but really his main asset is being a playmaker.
Great handle, great vision. That's how he drops so many dimes.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Okoro's checked in for Hunter. Max Strus comes in for Mitchell. And it's Ty Jerome in for Garland.
It's great whenever a big knows how to handle it. Allen sharing the wealth.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring their next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season.
You know what?
Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
You know, DA, we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you. Great, you look at today's point guards. So many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
Here's Jerome. He's guarded by
Bagel bite.
Now, Okoro. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. And the rejection by Claxton. No good on the triple. The Nets have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. MP, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
For three, buries it from three-point range. MP's got 47 points.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Takes it inside. Fader on the way. Bucket is good. MP's got 16 points here in the second half.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Allen in the post. Claxton covering. Okoro wide open. He fires. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
Nicholas Claxton.
Cleveland has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Okoro, and he can't stop this drought. Another miss. MP looking around. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Well, Cleveland shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. Here's Jerome. Kicks it out to Allen. Cleveland moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. Takes the 13-footer. No good. Shot missing.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
A three-pointer is right on target.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
On the spoon.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. We've got Wade, Sam Merrill out there with Porter. Then it's Green, and it's Tyson in at the small forward. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And yes, it's good. Martin's got his first 2 points of the night.
well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Back to Wade. On the wing, Green. Tipped away. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they control the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. So long and good night, everyone.
Come on, we taking that. Oh. And I have 41 points, nigga. Nothing off day.
Joining us today for our wrap party is King Jordan and Power DF. We are so excited to have you two on the show. Joining Chris Manning, we're going to go 3v3.
Welcome, folks. And now let's check out the starters for Brooklyn. Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. Cam Thomas out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's MP in at the 3 slot. And for the Knicks, Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Miles McBride. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Now here's McBride, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
Not exactly how you want to dive into the game. Picks up his first foul right off the bat.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. It's a 3-point game. MP against Anunoby, and MP gets it to go on the assist by Johnson.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Anunoby. Pass to Towns, and the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
Here's Russell. And in the game with Boston, he did not play well. Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated. When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
McBride with it. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Hart goes in from deep. The shot that time not on target.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
A nice shot by MP.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Up top, McBride. Thomas defends. Pass to Brunson. Beyond the arc. Claxton with a rebound. Brooklyn has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. And here's MP. 10 points for him. And again, it's Brooklyn.
The plan coming in is working. They're perfect 5 for 5 from the floor.
The Knicks have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Johnson against Hart. Towns for 3. Hits the trifecta. Towns has got 5 now.
And that's what makes Towns so dangerous offensively. He's a threat even when he's playing off the ball.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Knicks trail by 10. Outside Brunson. Oh, and Johnson with a block.
Terrific defensive effort by Johnson. Outstanding timing on the block.
Over to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Here's McBride. Brooklyn with the board. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
I mean, every game against this team is so important. That's how it is in a divisional race.
And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. The Knicks went all in this summer, trading with their rivals, the Brooklyn Nets, for Mikal Bridges, and reuniting a core that won collegiate championships together. They hope to replicate that success at this level. And now with perhaps the league's top defensive wing tandem, they'll have a chance.
A big-time move. Shams, appreciate the report. Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Here's Brunson. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Precious Achiuwa is out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Towns in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
Well, good positioning as Precious is on the offensive rebound. He'll Achiuwa you up and spit you out.
MP no good. Knicks trail by 7. Down low. Lets it go. Here's Anunoby, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Just a big play at this juncture of the game. Second chance points could be the key for them.
Impressive effort right there. That's what they need to mount a comeback. A nice shot by MP.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Brunson against Johnson. Brunson misses.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in.
Connects from downtown.
Man, he's on fire. Playing patient basketball, not forcing shots.
Pass to Anunoby. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
We talk about guys who can really guard 1 through 5. OG Anunoby is one of them, Brent.
Yeah, OG can make your night a living nightmare the way he can guard. Chases around shooters. He's physical enough to deal with wings who like to play in the mid-range, and he's relentless on the defensive end of the floor. So that takes such tenacity just to get in there. Brunson battling through the inside contact.
Here's MP. And there's another one for the Nets. Knicks trail by 12. Pass to McBride. Brooklyn with the board. MP's got his 6th rebound on the night. Puts up a 3. And the Nets another 3.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out. Give him some space. Let him get to work.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Jalen Brunson's craft sets him apart. He said, quote, "I've always played with my instincts and tried to see the game a couple plays ahead. As I've gotten older, that part of my game has gotten wiser and better, but I'm still learning." Brian, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league.
He's already plenty dangerous, Allie. Now here's McBride. He's scoreless. The shot by Towns, no good. Brooklyn with the ball. They've got a 12-2 run in progress.
2 minutes
from the high post, and he gets that one.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
New York calls timeout. This game coming after a loss versus the Bulls.
There obviously was a breakdown at the defensive end. They gave away too many clean looks.
Yeah, sometimes you can play good on-ball defense, but it's the help defense that makes you elite. And on that night, nobody rotating and not a lot of help.
So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Claxton, he's checked in for Sharp. Watford comes in for Johnson. Melton, he's checked in for Thomas. And Russell is subbed in for Johnson. Grant, a little background on the NBA Cup tournament this game is part of. It traces its origins back to the WNBA Commissioner's Cup.
Yeah, the WNBA was set to feature the in-season tournament in 2020, but the pandemic delayed that start until 2021. Since then, it's been a wild success, and the NBA decided to run one of their own.
Brooklyn with the ball. After the basket by New York on the other end.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Now here's Payne. He chipped in with 13 points in his last game. Knocks down the long J. Anunoby's got 7 points.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
Nets lead 35-23.
From deep, MP sinks it from distance.
3-point goal.
And the Nets lead by 15.
He doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Here's Anunoby. No good there. Good D by MP.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out trying to win this game.
Now here's MP. Coming off 41 points last game out. Knocks down the step back J. MP's got 36 points.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Pass to Robinson. Now it's Hart from downtown. Anunoby passes to Payne. Oh, MP with a block. And he recovers it. With 4 on the clock. And the Nets tack on 2 more.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. Brooklyn out in front, up 19. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Crips call basketball, casket call. Nigga, that is funny. You trying to play casket call?
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Knicks trail by 19. Kicking off the second half, here's Jordy Fernandez's 5. Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. D'Angelo Russell is out there with Cameron Thomas. And it's MP in at the 3. Here's Anunoby. The kick out to Brunson. From deep three-point range. Here's Towns. Missed it, even after all of those chances.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws here tonight. Free throw good, MP.
2 shots.
And both free throws good for MP. The Knicks have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Pass to Towns. McBride with it. And it's MP with a rebound. MP's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. There's the 3. Counted from distance.
That's really marked right there.
MP's got 43 points.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
First trip to the line for him here. With Brunson being undersized, he has such a great feel for how to create space, Brent.
Incredible footwork, BA, the way he puts the needle on the record and just scratches it and pivots around and makes defenders jump and move. Amazing manipulation skills at the point guard position for a guy his size to get it done in the painted area.
Outside Anunoby. Uses the glass on the layup. Anunoby's got 9.
All right, after 4 misses, they finally get one to go. That has to be a big relief for the offense after beginning this half on a bit of a cold streak.
MP no good. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Got a hand on it. Two minutes into the second half of play now. Here's MP. And Brooklyn again with a bucket.
Getting buckets at a critical time. Just give him the ball and let him go to work.
And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And you could see the length that time with OG stretching out to finish.
Brooklyn leading by 23. MP way outside. And again. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy. As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Here's Hart. Kicks it out Towns. Takes a 3. Claxton with a rebound. The Nets have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. To the inside. Here's Thomas. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Thomas has got his first 2 points.
I just love the ball movement.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Anunoby can't get it to go.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field and seems really frustrated.
Towns with a rebound. New York has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Hart. MP with the block. Fires the 3. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, BA. Unbelievable.
Will it go? And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
Brooklyn making some changes. Sharp, he's checked in for Claxton. Watford comes in for Johnson. And Williams is subbed in for Thomas. Russell finds MP. The 3. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. MP's got 59 points.
I mean, this guy is unreal. What a show.
Here's Payne. The putback. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. So we see the Nets taking the W here. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
And that'll do it, folks. So alongside Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, and our entire 2K crew, I'm Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
I don't know what she is. What are you running? What the hell she running for?
Lexus, you always challenging me. You know I love it when you challenge me, so let's do it.
Had to wear the Proving Grounds jersey today for this.
And this was the Hornets pulling into the arena. A lot of the guys dressed in their very best. Now they turn their attention toward picking up a win in enemy territory.
We back at it, boys.
Welcome, folks, to what promises to be a great Tuesday night of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Mark Williams is out there with Bridges, and it's Green in at the small forward position. And for the Nets, MP is out there with Cameron Johnson. And there's D'Angelo Russell. Then it's Thomas. And it's Sharp and at the center filling out the middle. What a key game tonight in the Cup. The second of 4 group stage games. Tonight, in a word, is huge.
Well, as you mentioned, Kevin, there are just 4 group games. So after tonight's game, both teams will have a much better idea of where they stand and what chances they have to advance.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Yeah, quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
Russell dishes to Johnson. Green against MP. Good on the triple. MP's got the first bucket of the game with the 3 for the Nets.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Ball. It's rebounded by Simon. Last game for Brooklyn, it was a loss to the Knicks in New York.
Yeah, nowhere near at their best throughout the course of that game. A scrappy performance, but in the end, just not enough.
Yeah, a lot of character on display, a lot of guts. You're right. Even as shaky as they were, I would guess they felt they let one get away from them.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. Was able to talk with Jordy Fernandez for a minute. In talking to Coach, he discussed the hidden talents of LaMelo Ball. Coach said he's still a young player in this league, but we can't take that lightly. We've seen what he's done to soft defenses. We need to be physical. So we'll see if that defense tightens up for them. Guys?
Thank you, David. Mark, the 2021 Rookie of the Year, LaMelo Ball, and the only thing holding him back now is his health.
It certainly is, and it's unfortunate because he's a talented, fun-to-watch player. He's already missed a bunch of games early in his career, but he is the total package as a point guard now. Great length at 6'7", and I still think he has MVP potential. It's a matter of can he stay on the floor.
And here is Green. Following 3 from
just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Outside Thomas. Back to MP. Shoots it. Miller grabs the miss.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker
That's
for
it,
him, though.
man.
I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Pass to MP. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. MP's got 11 points. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Nets.
You have to give them credit for their defense here in the early stages. I mean, they've shown tremendous anticipation, on the same page as a unit defensively, especially on those block shots.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
The former second overall pick has really worked on his passing. That was an outstanding find by Russell.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. You know, Greg, one thing you notice, we're just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years. It's changing lineup.
And you expect that with the team and where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Sharp. Brendan Watford comes in for Johnson. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Thomas. MP, good. 15 points in the game.
Excellent all-around performance so far against the big league.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Here's Mann. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. He takes it in. Shot clock at 6. Charlotte no good that time either.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
A nice shot by MP.
3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Man can't hit.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
MP's shot is good.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're getting their first look of the season at the Nets in this one.
Yeah, and they lost the season series to this squad last.
Substitutions on the court.
Nets leading by 19. We've got D'Angelo Russell. Johnson is out there with Sharp. Then it's MP. And it's Thomas in a shooting guard. So that's the Nets 5.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Bridges kicks the ball. Drives to the hoop. And the rejection by MP. Stolen by Ball. Inside. Williams passes the ball. A putback, and Williams is right there.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Here's Simon, and he converts the layup. MP's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And what stands out most, Clark, about Mark Williams, it has to be his rebounding.
Yeah, he's a glass-eating machine, and on a per-minute basis, he's one of the best in the league at corralling boards. But he's had a little bit of an issue staying healthy. When he's on the floor, though, he gives them a real powerful presence up front.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, the new leadership in Charlotte has made it clear that it's not going in for quick fixes. The goal is sustained success, building with youth and development. Call it roster flexibility or a blank slate. But with some promising young players and more health, there's nowhere to go but up. Kevin?
Health is huge. That's the hope. Hey, David, thank you. Williams kicks the ball. One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
You can just see the promise Ball has. It's oozing out of him. Already a triple-double threat, and he rebounds it so well at his position. Man, the future's really bright for this young man.
And he gets it to go. 30 points for MP.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And the wide open shot from Green. They grab their own miss. Williams can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Ball no good. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. That'll be game one of a four-game road trip.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Ball, the pass to Williams. Green against Sharp. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. We'll take a look at the Nets. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, the Hornets, 5.5 games behind.
And when I look at Charlotte, they talked all offseason about how this year was going to be different. Nobody bought into it then, and nobody's buying into it now.
Yeah, and it's too bad, really unfortunate, because I did think the potential was there. But at this stage, I think we've seen their best, and it's not going to be good enough this season.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Sharp. Brendan Watford comes in for Johnson. Williams is checked in for Cameron Thomas. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for D'Angelo Russell.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Man passes the ball. Goes up to the stripe, and he nails the jumper. Ball's got 4 this quarter.
He'll do that for you, too. Ball can go mid-range if he needs to.
And here's MP for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. MP's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Nets. Williams against Ball. And the rejection by Claxton. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Kicks it out to MP. 29 seconds left in the first half, and they pick up 2.
Well, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
There's the pass to Williams. Back to Ball. Charlotte moving it around. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And he gets it back. They get the rebound. On the wing, Man. He's guarded by Melton. Man can't hit.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And so it's Brooklyn rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll return shortly. As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
On the floor for Charlotte, the guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Green is out there with Bridges, and it's Williams at the center position. Passes it to Miller. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 5 assists in the game. Nets have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Russell kicks to MP. Connects from three-point range. MP's got 44.
I love you. Boy, he's filling it up right now. Getting the shots he wants and delivering in a big way.
Green in the high post. MP's there. And the ball goes out of bounds. As touched by Claxton. Mayron Sharp, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. On the wing, Bridges, covered by Johnson. There's Ball with the 3, and another 3 for Charlotte.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. And here's MP for 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
Got a piece of it. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. The Nets making a switch here. Wilson's checked in. Out there on the floor for the Nets. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Williams. Grant Williams comes in for Miles Bridges. Okogie's checked in for Josh Green. And it's Trey Mann in for Miller.
Yep, he's their leading scorer in this game and has been the dominant figure today. No doubt about it.
Out to the wing for 3, Okogie. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Just 3 on the clock. And the rejection by Claxton. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. He gets it up. And so it's Brooklyn, having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we'll be back with you shortly. And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Nicholas Claxton out there with Trendon Watford. Then it's MP. Then it's DeAnthony Melton. And it's Williams at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Simon. And good. He hits it again. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
They get it back. And the rejection by Claxton.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Back to MP. Melton passes to Simon. And again, Brooklyn with the triple. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Nets.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
No good that time. From down in the low post, it goes.
I wasn't talking.
MP's got 59 points.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, It's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
You know.
Pass to Okogie. Can they get it? The rebound by the Nets.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Here's Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Okogie misses.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
The three from MP. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Charlotte has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Diabate. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
The pass to Simpson. Charlotte moving it around. And the rejection by MP.
Fourth quarter.
Good work there as it goes.
Guys, it's a one-man show out
got
there.
The ball.
He looks like he's willing to handle all of the offensive duties for his team.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Okogie. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
And how about finally being able to put an end to that 16-0 run by Brooklyn.
And here's MP for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Here's Diabate. Claxton covering. Shot clock at 5. Passes to Simpson. Shoots over Melton. Simpson, no good. Brooklyn's gotten off to a great start from 3-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3.
Winning in strong fashion. A relentless effort notches a W for the Nets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And you always hope to take charge of the season series by winning that first game. This will
good. Another from 3.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
MP finds Williams. A 3, and again for 3.
There it is, a shot that puts him at the top of the record book.
Well, Greg is now tied for the mark for most threes in a single game. In one word, amazing. Simpson, the pass to Okogie. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little
good. Another from 3.
Unbelievable. Gets the record with a beautiful 3.
A new single-game record, GA, in a night that everyone will remember for the rest of their lives.
And listen to this crowd. They are letting him hear it.
Greg, as well they should. One of the great 3-point shooting displays we've seen in league history.
Boy, how about the performance so far from deep? He's been that good.
Make some noise, everyone.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
We saw outstanding focus and really good energy from him all the minutes he was on the floor. He was determined to make an impact every time he touched the ball, and he did just that. Guys on both squads could learn a lot from what he did here tonight.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets.
That's a backcourt. Basketball.
Round of applause for the greatest Brooklyn man ever. Me.
Johnson outside. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. See you next time.
Chat 10,000 VC. I know. Okay. Sorry. I'll try this. That nigga, alright, bro. No. What the hell? 2K is being so stupid. I don't even know what it was on in the first place. But whatever. Yeah, we 15 games in. That's my last one.
Yeah. Green.
Good shot.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yes,
Love it.
okay.
Yep.
Power's carrying both of you.
Hey, that's fine. We playing as a team, Alexis.
Yep.
Get off my back.
Up next, the 76ers taking on the Nets. For the 76ers, playing just over 500. Time to start the weekend in style. We welcome and checking out Brooklyn's opening lineup. Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. D'Angelo Russell is out there with Cameron Thomas. And it's MP in at the small forward position. And for the 76ers, we've got Paul George, Joel Embiid is out there with Kelly Oubre. Then there's Tyrese Maxey, and it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position. And for both teams, it's Game 3 of the NBA Cup. But one of these teams is much more likely to advance than the other.
Yeah, but we've seen some crazy things in this tournament. Big momentum swings. So I don't put anything past anyone.
Pass to Thomas.
Barbecue bacon.
And here's MP. From the high post. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Brooklyn this season.
Last year, as expected, they had very little trouble against these guys.
Grimes. And it's all from three-point range. Brooklyn with the ball. Pass to MP from outside the arc. The rebound by Embiid. For Philadelphia, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. It's stolen by MP. Bearing his second of 3 attempts. First quarter, just over a minute played. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks. Well, the Sixers this summer signing Paul George to create a star trio, along with the great value size around the edges. Philly is widely regarded as one of the league's most improved rosters. And guys, this team is poised to compete with the league's best. They have a big 3, and they have a real chance now to win a championship.
No doubt about it. Appreciate the update. Thanks, Shams. MP against George. Embiid high post. Up and over Russell. Philadelphia with another miss.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
Here's MP. And again, it's Brooklyn.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
It's George on the wing. And he can't stop the run as that one misses.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
MP against George. Here's MP. Pass to Claxton. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Time called here. The 76ers decide to talk it over.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for him.
Boy, they called a timeout so fast.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Maxey. And Embiid throws it down.
And that's the hunger that Embiid plays with. He just gobbles up the miss and goes back up for the score.
And here's MP from outside. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
I just love the ball movement.
76ers trail by 10. Outside Maxey. George, right side. We've got 1:48 left to play in the first. 6 on the shot clock. For 3, Maxey knocks down the triple. Maxey's got 5.
You kind of saw this coming. Maxey had to at least try to one-up.
Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
Pass to Oubre. The rebound by the Nets.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And here's MP from outside. The rebound by Embiid. The Sixers trailing. Outside Maxey. Pass to George. From outside, off the mark. Brooklyn's gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Here's MP. Again, the Nets score.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Shoots from 12. Misses his 4th shot of the night. Still hasn't hit one yet. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. They lead by 11, coming off a win against the Hornets.
And the main takeaway was their accuracy from beyond the arc. An impressive performance indeed.
And that explains their three-point percentage. They had more than a few players giving the defense absolute fits from range.
For 3, George. The shot misses. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. That's out in front. They lead by 13. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been won.
Yeah, when I come outside.
Substitution on the court.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's MP, and he drains the quick shot. MP's got 20.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And the jam by George.
And after all the injury setbacks, you see the elevation Paul George has. That is impressive.
And here's MP from outside. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. 23 points in the game.
That's his first triple of the second period, 3rd of the game.
Grimes, the pass to Embiid. And here is Maxey, guarded by Russell. Maxey against Russell. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And we're almost halfway through the group stage. Do coaches start thinking a little bit about how tiebreakers might come into effect here?
You know, maybe. Point differential is the second tiebreaker after head-to-head record. So that might be in the back of their minds. You're going to want to make sure you put up some big numbers in the group stage if you can.
Thomas, he's checked in for Johnson. That's tipped. MP. That one's good for 2.
Man.
And the Nets lead by 18.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Pass to Embiid. The layup off target.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's MP. And there's another one for the Nets.
You can tell he's feeling it. Hasn't missed a single shot all quarter.
Philadelphia's gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter.
What's up, y'all?
Embiid, high post. Working on Claxton. Back to Maxey. The 3 is up. The Sixers again can't hit. Nets leading by 20. Now here's MP. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Second chance effort, and Claxton gets the bucket.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
Now Maxey. George outside. Launches it from deep. And it's Thomas with the rebound. Brooklyn has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Here's MP. Soft touch off the glass. MP's got 11 points in the quarter.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Oh, did he get it off in time? He did! How about that?
Are you serious? That was incredible.
What a way to seize momentum. Can it carry over into the next quarter? Beautifully done.
And so it's Brooklyn, already up 26 points as this quarter ends. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We'll be right back. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Nets. When this one's in the books, they'll be off to Sacramento, taking on the Kings. It'll be their second game of a 4-game road trip. Kelly Oubre out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's George. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the 2. That's the group for Nick Nurse getting going here in the second half.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Nick Claxton, despite his relatively slender frame, is a hard-nosed defender. He said, "I bow down to no one. Every time I step on the court, I always have that chip on my shoulder. That's just the fiery competitor that I am. At the end of the day, I know what I'll hang my hat on, the defensive side of the ball." Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks for that. MP scanning the floor. Steps back and fires. And there's another one for the Nets.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Embiid passes to George. He shoots it. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
Oh my
You can see there's complete trust in Paul George in pick and rolls. Fantastic at taking advantage of the defense and the separation they give him.
Here's MP. Uses the glass to finish the layup. MP's got 39.
Great play calling, great execution, leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
Pass to Oubre. Claxton with the block.
Man, look at the wingspan of Nick Claxton on display. He sends that thing back.
MP against Oubre. Here's MP. That one falls. MP's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Outside Oubre. Pass to George. 5 on the clock. Lets the 3 fly. Brooklyn pulls it in. Claxton's got his 6th rebound on the night.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
I like that.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Back to Maxey. Rejected by Claxton. Russell to pass to MP. Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
First one falls for him. Some changes for Brooklyn. Sharp, he's checked in for Johnson, and it's Melton in for Thomas. And both free throws good for MP. Doris, with the latest collective bargaining agreement, teams have to be more strategic with their spending.
They do, Brian, and I think this speaks to the league's desire to make sure there's competitiveness across all of the teams in the league. There are now harsh penalties in place for teams that go over the luxury tax. So star players in their 30s or players with injury concerns aren't necessarily guaranteed max contracts in the future. You're going to see a lot more negotiations and smart decision making.
Out on his own on the break, and MP throws it down.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Here's Butler. No good, and they can't put it into the drought.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Yeah, with that
inside. Here's George. Rejected by Claxton. Fast break,
I've
Brooklyn.
never seen a dog
Here's
with
Melton.
a hole in it.
He's off on that one. And for the 76ers, they're shooting just 24% in this one. Not great. Here's George. Oh, MP with a block.
Well, this guy cannot get started, and the offense overall has been a struggle because of it.
Oh, another one falls.
Oh. My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. To the paint. Brooklyn pulls it in. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Russell against Butler. And it's MP with a rebound. MP's got his 5th rebound in this one. Good. He hits again.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. And here's George. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. So it's Brooklyn making this game a no contest. They poured it on early, and they've never let up. Great team defense on Paul George. They're limiting what PG is doing out there. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the floor for the Nets, Johnson is out there with MP. Then there's Sharp, then it's Nicholas Claxton, and it's Wilson in at the 3.
Some sick ball skills displayed right there. And he's not the guy you expect to pull that off.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Nets. From deep, MP. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball. And Philadelphia making a change here. Lowry's checked in. Outside Edwards. 6 to shoot. This one for 3.
Like that.
Sharp grabs the miss. Sharp's got 5 rebounds tonight. Brooklyn's gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. They get it back. Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Well, Claxton could have an apartment up near the rim. These dunk attempts are routine.
Pass to Council. For 3, Gordon drops in the 3. Gordon's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Here's MP. And Brooklyn again with a bucket.
They are trying to close this out strong, and he's the man who's put you in this position.
Here's Gordon. The kick out to Edwards. Off target from outside.
He started out strong. 3 threes in the first half, but the long ball has disappeared on him since.
And here's MP from outside. Sends it home from three-point land. MP's got 60. The 76ers have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the 4th. Back to Lowry. We're in the 4th quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. MP against Gordon. Pulls up. Yet another bucket. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Johnson against Lowry. Pass to Gordon. To halt the run. Claxton with a rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
MP against Gordon. Here's MP. And it's good. He hits another one. Oh, he's been
Bucket.
absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
Pass to Council. Inside. Yabusele. It's blocked. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Sharp.
Sixers ball.
Some changes for Philadelphia. So we see the Nets taking the W here.
Right, that's high.
Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Dorisburg, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. So
Ooh.